Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping in. If you're a first-time visitor, I hope you enjoy this video. And if you're a subscriber, you know what this video is about probably. Today we're going to talk about Kyno, so the video and image and audio management platform, so the multimedia management platform that I recently stumbled across, and I know people are using it because they've been in business for a while. I'm really excited today as we're going to try this out together in just a minute. Okay, everybody, welcome back. So I just got back from shooting some video today. I actually shot some yesterday as well. I've gotten so excited about the possibilities of managing my media files with Kyno that I said, all right, let's throw ourselves into this, get going, and give it a whirl. So with that in mind, we're going to jump over to the screen in just a minute. And this is a by the seat of our pants kind of thing. So this isn't really a tutorial. I'm still learning about this program as you're learning about this program. But if you're a drone pilot, if you're into video, if you're doing drone video, or you're just regularly doing video, and you've been asking yourself, how can I easily manage all of these media assets that I have, I think Kyno might be the answer. And I'm pretty confident that by the time I'm done playing around with this some more tonight, that most likely, even though I'm on the 30-day trial, I'm probably just going to buy this program from these guys. By the way, I got a kick out of the name of their company. The name of their company is Less Pain. And the data management system that they've created says to me that they've got an engineering mindset like I've had. Over the years when I worked in telecom, I always found database solutions to regular repetitive tasks, and making those database solutions was to cause me less pain. So I got a real kick out of their name, and with that in mind, plus what I've seen with this so far, I think that this is going to be a great tool. So let's go look at the screen and stop having me on the full screen. So in my recent video, when I first discovered Kyno, I just showed you through this really quick. And so here we are again. So we're going to actually take a bigger look at this now. We've got the menu up top about Kyno and the preferences. We've got our file, our edit, our playback, because you can actually play back media here. Metadata, which is really important to me. We can convert things. We can convert our videos. And then we've got some view options, our history options, regular window, and the help area. On the left-hand side, we've got our workspace, and then we've got our devices, all of our portable drives and things. We've got two things with orange arrows down, and we're going to talk about those in just a moment. So I went out and I shot some video today and yesterday, and I also took some still images. So I've got everything in here right now as we're looking at this. And if I want to just pick my videos up here on the bar where I click and you see the green splash, I could only grab my videos, or I could only grab my images if I wanted to as well. So here's all these JPEGs. And I got a bunch of JPEGs because I did a 360 pano while I was out there. If there were any audio files, we could see those. I'm actually going to go without selecting any of these because I want to bring all of these images in. So where am I bringing them to? This is on my micro SD card from my drone. So these are all the images that I shot today and yesterday. And I have multiple portable drives. I'm going to use Final Cut 2 because that's one of my cleanest drives that I have. And what I'm going to do is make a new folder, and some people love using folders. I'm going to create a new folder here for my 2019 video work. So I'm going to call this Kyno, 2019 video work. I'm awake, 2019 media. So I'm making this new folder and I'm calling it Kyno 2019 media. And I'm going to say OK to that. Now, for the moment, I don't have any subfolders, and you can make subfolders. A lot of people advise doing that in different video management tutorials. I'm still out on that right now because I actually like using Lightroom for photo management, and I don't rely on a structure of folders. Instead, I rely on keywords and other metadata to find my things quickly. and also smart collections. And we can do some similar things here. So to start off, I guess let's make one more new folder within there. And let's call this Kyno testing for the moment. So you might want to make a folder structure. Maybe you'll have client folders. And actually, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to make another new folder and call that clients. I think one of the nice things is that this platform will be able to grow with me as I expand my media management. So I'm going to go back down to Untitled here, and I'm going to grab everything. So I'm just going to go all the way down for all of my photos and video. I'm going to do a quick copy. And now I'm going to go to Kyno testing, and I'm going to paste all of those files in. So here they come. And this is going to take a moment, because we've got JPEGs and we've got video assets as well. Now, if you look down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you will see our jobs. So right now we're copying files to Kyno testing. I could have just dragged the files over as well, and dragging the files over will actually take them out of that Untitled and put them into this folder. So just in case if I screw up or anything, that's why I did the copy paste for now. But normally I think when I get back from a shoot, what I'm going to be doing is grabbing all of the stuff off of my micro SD card and probably dragging it right in. So we're going to take a moment. We're going to pause this video right here. And when we come back, all of these should be copied over. Okay, so no time has passed for you at all, but it's taken a few minutes for me because we had some sizable files that we were importing here. I ejected my Untitled after I was done with the copy, and now we're looking in my Final Cut 2 drive, and we're looking down at the subfolder Kyno testing, and that's underneath my Kyno 2019 media. So okay, what do we have going on here? Let's take a look at Kyno testing. So it imported 49 items for me, and some of these items were shot yesterday. Actually, all of these very blue images. This is actually yesterday morning before sunrise, and it was a very blue morning. So this is a still photo, by the way. This is a DNG, and I'm going to go back to the main screen. Now, one of the big things that's really exciting to me is that I can actually do a lot of tagging with this. So I know that this was sunrise at Watson Lake, so I'm selecting this first group, and I'm going to go ahead and edit multiple. So what I would like to do with these is put some tags into them. So what tags would I like to put in? So Watson Lake, we'll do that. Sunrise. And let me see. Blue morning. Just a couple things that I might search on. And oh yes, so these were all set up for HDR, and these were all bracketed images. Now normally I'm going to be putting my still images into Lightroom. So I just pulled everything over to show you that you could pull everything over. So you could in fact use this to manage your still photography and your audio files as well. I think for the moment, I'm probably going to stick with Lightroom for my media management when it comes to still photography. But this gives me some options. So I'm going to say okay to that. So we've tagged these, and as you can see up here, each of them has a little tag. So you see that little tag symbol there? So that's telling me that it has some information about it. Now, I've also got some videos shot today. And so let's see, we've got an MP4 and an MP4. These are both from a location that has a lot of construction going on. I'm going to do edit multiple here, and I'm going to say Granville. Because they are progressing new. Oh, there we go. I already had new homes. So we'll go with new homes. And let's see, this is Prescott. So if I'm searching for Prescott items, and let's go with construction as well. So that should give me some good tags to find things pretty quickly. So I'm going to say okay to that. So what I've done in getting home after my shoot is I'm going to make sure that I tag everything right away, and then I'll decide on things that I want to throw away later. So right now here, let's see, 27. We've got an MP4 26. So I'm just looking through at all of my MP4s, and let's go ahead and edit multiple here. I'm going to pop some tags in again. So this is Watson Lake, and this is an afternoon shoot. And let's see, what else can we do? Oh yes, so Mavic 2 Pro, and actually on the camera I'm going to put Mavic 2 Pro here, and that will help me find things. So do I want anything else? B-roll video. So this is some B-roll. So I'm going to tag those as okay. And finally, while I was out in the field, I also decided to do a 360 pano using Litchy's 360 pano. So this last set of JPEGs, I only did one pano, so I'm going to highlight these. And I remember from looking at my controller that there were 23 images for the pano, and take a look at that. There's 23 images. So I've got all these highlighted, and let me make sure, yep, I've got them all good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit multiple again, and I'm going to call it a 360 pano images, and Litchy, and just pano, just in case if I forget. And we'll also do Watson Lake, and there we go. So I think that's good enough right now. So let's say okay to that. So I've gotten back from being in the field. Oh, hey, I'll look over at the camera. So here's the deal. I've gotten back from being in the field. I did my job for the day. I captured my video for the day. And while it's fresh in my mind, I've come back and I've copied my files over to Kyno. I made a new folder that I'm going to try to use this year and see how much folder management I have to do versus using the features of Kyno. And I think using the features of Kyno is actually going to go a long way for me. So what we're going to do next, we're going to pop back over here and we're going to take a look at something on that Kyno folder that I just made. So okay, here we are. And right now we're looking in that Kyno testing. Let's go look at Kyno 2019 media. Uh-oh, there's nothing in here, or it's not looking down at the subfolders. So how do I get it to look down at the subfolders? Follow my mouse right here. I'm going to click right next to it. But we've got a little button here, turn on drill down mode. So there I go, I've turned on drill down mode. If I had any images in the clients folder, they would show up in here. If I had any images just in the Kyno 2019 media, that would appear in here as well. And what we already saw is that the Kyno testing, that's where we've put these particular images. But I can now access them through the parent folder, and I can see everything that goes into it, whether it's subfolders or not. So now I can easily start finding things. And number one, let's go look up on the bar here. So let's say I only want to see videos in my Kyno 2019. Let's click on video and take a look at that. I'm only seeing the videos that I brought back today. And also, I think we had some titling here. So if I double click on this, it's going to bring us in, and check this out. So now it brings us into the single view, and we've got a lot of tools in here. So number one, over here on the right hand side, we could retitle it. We can add a description. We could do reel, scene, shot, take. So if you're handling multiple files in multiple takes, camera angle. You can do your tags. You can also do markers in here. So we have a lot of features, not only for viewing, but also for finding things. By the way, we've got our information DJI 0026.mp4, 3.76 gigs. File format's an MP4. And this was H.264, 3,840 pixels by 2160 pixels. This was 4K. And we were doing it at 30 frames per second. So if I want to get back to our main list, there we are again. And I can actually search on, let's turn video back off. And we did a couple of things with our keywording before, right? So right up here in the right-hand side, we can filter on something. And actually, I'm going to go filter on tags. And so the filter that I'm going to do, I remembered that I labeled something pano. So here we go. Here's all of my pano stuff. And so that worked really well. How about Watson Lake. So we found Watson Lake, and these are all of the Watson Lake photos and video. And if I wanted to, I could say, I don't want to see the images. Let's just look at the video. Oh, there I go, Watson Lake and video. Another thing that I can do is I could add a second tag sort here. So now I've got another one, and I'm just going to say afternoon. Suddenly, did you see that change? So I was searching on just Watson Lake, and when I was just searching on Watson Lake, it was showing me more. It was showing me those blue photos. Let's turn that off really quick. So now, if I'm just looking for Watson Lake, I've got everything. I've got the JPEGs for my 360 Pano. I've got my MP4s, the filming I did today, and I've got yesterday morning's really blue sunrise. So I can go back in here and I could filter on that tag again and just do afternoon, and sure enough, there's the afternoon stuff. If I get rid of this one, I could instead go sort on tags for everything that's a Pano. Now it's everything that's Watson Lake and everything that's a Pano. This is absolutely fantastic. This is the type of search power that I really love in Lightroom, and it's what's gotten me away from using a folder management system. So while we can make folders and subfolders for all of our projects with Kyno, we can also find our stuff really quickly. If you don't remember all the shoots you did last year, but you do remember, hey, that shoot was in Las Vegas, Nevada. I know that it's in last year's drive, so if I go there and I do the drill down with Kyno and I just look up Las Vegas, then I could probably start finding some of my scenes or some of my videos, and I can move on very quickly. So the big part of this is when you're first importing things, you want to make sure to tag things. If you do proper tagging, you're going to be able to find things very quickly. Also, let me show you another really nifty tool that's going on here. So like I said, shot some of this yesterday, shot some of this today, okay? So I want to know, what did I shoot in the last hour? Nope, nothing. What did I shoot in the last 24 hours? Look what's missing. The blue ones from yesterday morning, that's missing. So I can go to the last 2 days and there they are. So I could do the last 2 days and then I could do tags and then I could do other filters. So I could sort on other fields. I could filter on other fields. I could filter on duration if I only wanted short clips. I could sort on my video codec, on my resolution, on my frame rate. And when I do something like this, when I do duration, so I want this to be at least, hour, so 0, 0. And how many minutes do I want it to be? Let's do it at least 5 minutes and no seconds. Oh, that was 50 minutes. There I go. See, I'm learning, and this is by the seat of our pants right now. And so is at least 5 minutes? Is it best 5 minutes? Oh, look at that. So is 5 minutes? Very interesting. So like I said to you before, I'm new to this program too, so I'm just going through this for the first time. This is not intended to be a full tutorial. This is to start you thinking about the possibilities of what you could do with this software. And so what I'm finding right now for myself is that I think this is going to be the way I'm going to go forward managing my media. Well, at least my video files and audio files. I think my stills will still land in Lightroom because of the editing power of Lightroom. Speaking of that, let's go ahead back here and take a look at the video one more time. And let's quickly talk about if we're going to use this for managing our video. So what do we have here? I have 4 minutes, 50 seconds of flight here. So, oh, that's why I screwed up doing that find before. And we can actually watch through this video. So this is very, very interesting. And we can actually speed it up if we want to just check through this whole film clip. And as you can see, this is a flight over Watson Lake. So this was a pre-programmed flight with Litchi. Let's stop this for a moment. And the next thing that I want to show you, let's come out to there. So let's say I want to get to that scene right there. I like that pan. So we'll start right there, and I can put a clip in there. And now let's say I want to end it right there. And I can actually convert and change things. So I could send this to Final Cut. I could export this and make a sub clip out of it. So you can actually make multiple sub clips from a main clip, and that way you can have clips at the ready that you're not having to edit in Final Cut or in Premiere afterward. So I promised that this would this would be my first reaction and my first setup, and I don't want to drag this out too long. What I do want you to take away from this is that this is looking to be a very, very powerful media management tool for me. So I can actually view my videos, I can do some editing of the videos, I can convert the videos. So if we wanted to set it up for web ready H.264 1080p, we can do that. Do it for Flash. This is pretty incredible. So if you want to pre-process things before you bring them into your video editor, you can. So bottom line for this piece of software, very simple, very easy to start managing your media files with. If you're intelligently tagging things when you get back from your shoot, you'll be able to find them very quickly. If you feel the urge to have folders, subfolders, etc., for projects and subparts of your projects, you can. But you can also prep yourself for getting away from a lot of the folder management and using this powerful tagging tool and powerful filtering tool on Kyno. So my takeaway on this is, after I'm done with this video, I am actually going to purchase it. So I don't work for them. I just recently stumbled across them, but it's very clear to me that this is going to be a great way for me to go forward managing my videos. Now, I will say that I will follow up on this in a few weeks. So here we are, early January. Start of February, I'm going to be heading down to Casa Grande and Tucson to do some work for a couple of clients. There's going to be some drone video, there's going to be some terrestrial video, there's going to be a lot of photography, and there's going to be some web work. All of the video management I am going to start laying out in Kyno. And so when I'm done with that project, we'll do a follow-up, and then I'll take you through a full tutorial, because by then I should be much better versed with this. In the meantime, this is a 30-day trial, and I'm just giving you a quick idea of what you can do with it. And what I've seen with this so far, this is going to be extremely powerful. So as I start adding to my library, I'll be testing out those search functions even more and the management functions even more. So I'll be able to tell you a lot more about this in February. But in the meantime, that doesn't preclude you from going out and testing this for yourself as well. If you're doing a folder management system right now and you're having a tough time finding your stuff on a regular basis, what's the worst that can happen trying this out? You can still set up a folder management system, and then you can use this to access it as well and use the tools that are included. So I'm pretty thrilled to pieces about this. This is what I've been looking for, and I hope just with this intro that this might be something that you were looking for and that you're going to try out too. Down in the comment section, please feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know your experience if you're trying this out. Also, let me know what you'd like to learn about it, and I'll make sure to dig into that while I'm working on my projects over the next couple of weeks. All right, everyone, I've taken up enough of your time. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video.